Good evening. Well, I am making a very impromptu and raw video, and as I'm watching this, I am keenly aware of how haggard I look. Oh, you guys, I have been at the hospital for 5 days. Maybe if I take my hair down, I won't look so bad. So we made it through surgery day, and I think it's been 5 days. Yeah. So she is over the worst part of it in terms of the very acute pain. And she's had PT a couple of times. And today the fatigue is beginning to set in, the chronic fatigue. And it's really difficult in this journey with chronic illness and the health issues that she had coming into this. Because when you have never had a surgery before and you were really ill coming into it, how do you differentiate between, oh, this is my chronic illness fatigue, or this is post-surgery fatigue, or maybe this is just all the pain meds that I'm on fatigue, or all of the above. So I know she's, worries sometimes about these little things. So as a caregiver and as her mom, I've had 9 surgeries, so I'm very familiar with the healing process, and everything that she's going through is normal, but I have had to stay at the hospital because as an advocate and caring for her, people at the hospital don't know her history, and they're just coming in and doing their job. And so I'm kind of like the gatekeeper at this point, about, okay, do you really need to come in and take vitals for the 9 millionth time, so that she can still sleep? And, we've done all there is to do, and we're kind of waiting on being discharged and either going to an inpatient rehab place where she can get more PT, which would be good, or to get her stable enough and strong enough to be able to transfer into the car with me and to the hotel. So anyway, I just had to steal away. I haven't gotten out much. I might have gone a couple of days ago, I think, just to go grab something besides hospital food. It's sort of a smaller hospital, so they don't really have much but just a salad bar that I would be eating, and that gets old after a while. And I really wanted a real coffee. I think I got a Starbucks one day. Any little thing. And so, gosh, when I got outside, it felt really good. The weather's not been great. It was snowing when we got here, and it's rained every day, and it's been cloudy, and that kind of gets to your mood sometimes. I'm like, what I wouldn't give for a little sunshine, but at least it's not snowing. So there is that. But being at the hospital and staring at the same 4 walls was starting to get to me. So I was like, okay, now that she was stable, had everything that she needed, and she's not really a top priority patient, I decided to just come back to the hotel, because even though I'm not really doing a whole lot for her, there's just something about getting away that gives you that mental break, which is so supremely important when you're caring for anybody sick or in a stressful situation. Just to get away and breathe a little bit. I'd give anything to be able to stay here and have a good night's sleep. In fact, the nurse that came in, I saw her this morning, and she goes, boy, you were really snoring. It was a little embarrassing. So I knew I was really tired. My daughter's like, how am I supposed to rest when you're over there sawing logs? It's really fun to get old, I'll tell you. So anyway, I had to laugh about that, but it is what it is. So we will see what the future holds, but I just wanted to come out and say hi if anybody is even following this journey and has watched any of these videos, or is even curious, or is a caregiver and can relate to anything that I'm talking about. That's really just why I popped out here. I will say, if it's all right to share more specifically, because we are at UC Health in Cincinnati, Westchester, and the care that we are getting has been absolutely stellar. I cannot speak highly enough of the nursing staff and of Dr. Vera Janapa, who is the neurosurgeon that did her surgery, and the physical therapy ladies, everyone. They have just managed her care so well, and I'm so pleased because we were very concerned for a number of reasons, but it's all been really great, and the case managers that are helping us move forward and just make sure that she is healing and that we have what we need. And I feel like I'm in good hands and that she's in good hands. So yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there because it's a scary road, and it took me a long time to find a neurosurgeon that would treat her. And so I just thought I would throw that out there. If you're in this situation and you have craniocervical instability, chronic fatigue syndrome, Ehlers-Danlos, tethered cord, whatever, any of these issues, and you are needing help and looking for help, we have found help. It's been a difficult road, figuring out what we needed to get this far, and where it ends up as we begin to heal is yet to be seen, but I do see some positive things. And I will say too, as far as the chronic fatigue syndrome, and that, because that is a complicating factor, she also has POTS, so that is very difficult. She doesn't have the energy reserves that any normal person would going into healing from any kind of situation like this. And so even though she may be able to move and do things with physical therapy, the POTS gets in the way when she tries to stand and be upright. So bless her, she's really trying. But we have found a clinic in Arizona that is helping us, which has been the first medical people that have been able to help us with chronic fatigue syndrome with some positive effects. Four Peaks Healthcare is the name of this place. Teresa Dowell is who we're working with. We've only met with them once and have a follow-up coming up. But sometimes it's just finding the right recipe for healing, whether that's medication or protocol or therapy or whatever. That has been a very difficult element in this journey. And so we do have some glimmers of hope, and we will see what tomorrow brings, whether we get discharged. It's a little scary for me because if the insurance doesn't cover the inpatient rehab and they let her go, she has to come back here. And there's a lot of things that I feel like I am unprepared to deal with physically because she is very weak. So I'm not sure how we will get in and out of the car. And they're like, oh, we'll help you, get her in the car. And I'm like, I'm sure they will. But it's when we get back to the hotel and getting her to the room and all of that. So I'm just going to not borrow trouble for another day. I'll worry about that when the time comes. And God is faithful and has brought us this far. And so I will trust that that will all work out too. So anyway, I'm going to try to get some laundry done and maybe have a bit of a healthy snack. And with any luck, I'll get a few winks tonight, and maybe my next video I can put some lipstick on and won't look so haggard. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope that this is helping somebody and that you guys are being blessed. Take care. Good night.